more important for an artist to know is, let's just say that you minted on OpenSea, you minted on Blur, or you minted on Foundation or whatever. So for some reason something happens.
आपको लगता है आने वाले समय में OpenSea ही will be on the number 1 position, या Blur अपनी अभी जैसे फिलहाल वो number 1 पे है, एटलीस्ट जहाँ तक ट्रेडिंग वॉल्यूम की बात है ऑन इथेरियम, वो Blur अपनी पोजीशन को होल्ड करके रखेगा? What future do you see, OpenSea or Blur?
I mean, future is very unpredictable, to be honest. I mean, if you ask me what's going to happen, you may see both of them shutting down, or there can be something new which also starts. But if you really like, because OpenSea has been there for quite some time, that might happen. But also there is a lot of confusion with OpenSea in terms of its royalty issues. They've been creating a lot of not really having like a right opinion of what they want to do and what they don't want to do. So they're going very dicey about the whole situation. So, and Blur probably is trying to fix that up. So, ideally, I like been in this space for 2 years. I feel the platform which sort of supports the listens to the community more, rather than trying to be a dictator and trying to be monopoly in the whole scene. They would sort of go ahead, and which tries to cater to the community rather than trying to control over the community. So right now Blur is giving a lot of brownie points for trading and stuff like that.
Airdrops and everything.
So I mean, that can also be good point, but at the end it's going to be who you satisfy for the community that will be much more fruitful for any platform. Like if you don't respect the community of artists or collectors, then it's going to be little, because people change like that. There is no, the rate at which NFT world changes, it's so fast. Like if you're inside it and if you go away from 7 days, then you realize it just changes the whole, like you need to be updated what is happening on Twitter and stuff. There's a lot of things which keeps on happening. So yeah, I mean, it's very tough to sort of predict, but yeah, by far I feel to get in the whole USP of getting as an individual artist or anyone into the NFT scene is not the cryptocurrency, it's the royalty. So the marketplaces which are trying to get out of that whole idea of royalty, people are not going to entertain that. Like, 10% to minimum to, like I feel that is to minimum, because that gives me more freedom as an artist to survive, and if I work harder, then there will be more sales, there will be more trading, I get the more benefit out of it. So it's more of your hard work rather than some X gallery or whichever is trying to capture the whole thing. Although I don't believe, like, galleries will also exist, both of them will coexist, but royalties needs to be there. That's the plus point of whole smart contract, right? If you don't have that, then what's the point of NFTs? I might as well go to the route of selling my artwork through galleries.
तो जैसे कुछ NFT मार्केट प्लेसेस बात करती हैं कि उन पर जो रॉयल्टी, क्रिएटर रॉयल्टी है, वो ऑप्शनल है. ऑप्शनल मतलब कि जो भी बायर है वो अपने हिसाब से जो भी पे करना चाहता है वो पे कर सकता है. तो इस सिनेरियो में बाय लार्ज आपने क्या देखा, क्या बायर्स अपनी तरफ से एक क्या परसेंटेज है जो वो पे करना पसंद करते हैं?
10% तो मेरे हिसाब से लोग प्रेफर करते हैं. मतलब कोई लोग है जो प्रेफर करते हैं, मतलब आर्टिस्ट के हिसाब से, पीपल हु आर एथिकल अबाउट इट, हु अंडरस्टैंड द ethos of it, they do it. But honestly really feel that people should have their own smart contract where they're not bound to what any particular a platform is enforcing it to. Like for example, if you have your own smart contract, then it's very difficult for someone to enforce the royalty. It will always enforce what's always written on the smart contract. But I mean, for example, there are some NFTs which have at one point had blocked OpenSea, saying that my trading is not, I'm not going to allow this platform to trade my NFTs. Which all of these are possibilities. Because they were not giving the royalties and stuff like that. So if people are not agreeing with it, they'll block the they'll block the whole platform. So it's not going to be the way where people dictated how. So right now people are going to dictate. Mainly the community is going to dictate how things work rather than a platform coming and trying to dictate the whole thing. It's little shift of power, which is people as a creator, everyone likes it. So yeah.
नितंता आप उनके साथ भी वजीर एक्स NFT मार्केटप्लेस के साथ भी आप जुड़े हुए थे एज अ स्पॉटलाइट आर्टिस्ट. तो कभी आपको जब आप उनके साथ एसोसिएटेड थे आपको लगा था कि एक्चुअली जो NFT मार्केटप्लेस है ये अपने डाउनफॉल पे है और क्या बहुत जल्दी अचानक बंद हो सकती है? Were you prepared for a situation like that?
Yeah, I mean that's very like I feel very emotional about the whole Wazir X thing because that's where I sort of
you can pour out your emotions.
No, I mean that's where I sort of started. Like that's been like the first.
तो NFTs का फ्यूचर बहुत ब्राइट रहेगा और अगर नितांत की माने तो आर्ट जनरेटिव आर्ट NFT जो हैं वो उसकी जर्नी काफ़ी लंबी रहेगी. इस खास बातचीत में फिलहाल इतना ही. आपसे फिर होगी मुलाकात एक नए गेस्ट के साथ. टिल देन दिस इज मी रुचि शर्मा साइनिंग ऑफ. डू लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब टू 3.0 TV एंड हैव अ ग्रेट डे.
تلعب ألعاب؟ لك شو؟ آلاء.
But we begin this morning with breaking news out of Turkey and Syria.
In the early hours of the morning, a series of powerful earthquakes have caused widespread damage.
Overnight, 2 massive earthquakes struck southeastern Turkey. Their magnitude 7.8 and 7.6.
Turkey, known for its carpets, hammams, bazaars, has turned into a land of rubble because of an unprecedented natural disaster. On February 6, 2023, a devastating earthquake hit southern Turkey and Syria. The rescuers are working against time in harsh winter conditions to dig survivors out of the rubble of collapsed buildings. Turkish President Erdogan declared a state of emergency in 10 provinces.
Fevkalade tedbirler almamızı zorunlu hale getirmektedir. Depremin yaşandığı 10 ilimizi genel hayata etkili afet bölgesi olarak ilan ediyoruz.
But residents in several damaged Turkish cities lashed out in despair at what they said was a slow and inadequate response from the authorities to the most devastating earthquake to hit Turkey since 1999.
Bacımın çocukları var. 4 tane. Bir tane görümcesi var, bir tane kayını var, iki tane de görümcesinin çocukları var. Hepsi bitti. Hepsi bitti. Hepsi bitti. Dün gelselerdi bunlar kurtulurdu, gelmedi.
Despite the alleged slow response from Turkish authorities, there is one community who has wasted no time to come forward and help the people of Turkey. Yes, we are talking about the global Web3 community. The collective efforts of the Web3 community is self-evident to prove that it's ready to step up to support humanitarian efforts in Turkey. Joining in the fundraising efforts, Avalanche Foundation donated $1 million in AVAX tokens.
Binance CEO CZ tweeted that it's time to take care of our users and added that the crypto exchange would airdrop $100 in BNB, totaling $5 million to users in the region. Soon after news broke of the earthquake and the staggering number of lives lost, Bitfinex, Keet, Synonym, Tether and other companies announced a collective pledge of 5 million Turkish lira, around $266,000, to go towards the earthquake recovery effort. Adding his name to the growing list of founders and firms donating to support disaster relief, Tron founder Justin Sun pledged to donate $1 million in TRX from the Dubai Global Cryptocurrency Exchange. This is not the first time the Web3 community has banded together for a common cause. In the past, during COVID-19 epidemic and during the Ukraine-Russia war, the global Web3 community stood united to lend a helping hand to fellow men on humanitarian grounds despite being shunned by governments world over.
It's been over 100 years since the unsinkable Titanic began its maiden voyage in April of 1912 to reach the shores of New York City. But unfortunately, it hit an iceberg and sank to the bottom of deep, dark North Atlantic Ocean, killing 1,500 people. Since then, Titanic has captured the imagination of ocean explorers, historians, and the public. Titanic's wreckage, still resting on the ocean bed, continues to reveal a lot of stories. Various deep-sea divers and enthusiasts have journeyed to the depth of North Atlantic Ocean to salvage the wreckage of Royal Mail ship Titanic. The global interest in the Titanic was uplifted when, in 1997, James Cameron released the movie Titanic starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet.
My heart will go on and on.
Titanic is in the news again as it gets ready to set its sail into virtual Web3 ocean. RMS Titanic Inc., which holds the exclusive rights to recover artifacts from the ill-fated ocean liner, is partnering with NFT and virtual asset management companies to preserve Titanic's assets as immutable NFTs. Hong Kong-based Venture Smart Financial Holdings Limited is partnering with RMS Titanic affiliate Experiential Media Group, which operates Titanic exhibitions throughout the world to tokenize the property brought up from the ocean floor. The partners say the money raised will fund ongoing research, recovery, and preservation efforts. Artifact Labs, an independent Web3 and NFT company, plans to preserve approximately 5,500 recovered physical artifacts from the Titanic using its NFT standard for historical assets on the blockchain. According to the partners, Titanic NFTs will allow Titanic enthusiasts to digitally interact with RMS Titanic's
content outside of the physical exhibitions in Atlanta and Las Vegas that have drawn more than 30 million people. These NFTs are touted to offer exclusive benefits to collectors, including VIP events and exhibitions, seminars with historians, and other exclusive experiences. Artifact Labs is also planning to create the Titanic DAO, allowing members to participate in various initiatives and proposals for future exhibition to the Titanic site. So now future generations can have piece of history as digital collectibles and keep the spirit of Titanic alive by paying homage to the 1,500 departed souls. Meanwhile, the release of underwater footage of Titanic taken by Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution and Massachusetts coincided with the 25th anniversary of James Cameron's film Titanic's release. At this juncture, Oscar-winning filmmaker James Cameron has recreated a controversial climax scene from his classic film Titanic in the hopes of settling a long simmering debate whether Leonardo DiCaprio's character Jack could have survived the historic ocean lining sinking if only girlfriend Rose, played by Kate Winslet, made room for him on a piece of wreckage floating in the icy waters. Fans of Titanic could never settle the debate whether Jack could have survived or not, but one thing is sure, he would not have risked Rose's life to save his own. However, thanks to the efforts of RMS Titanic Incorporated, the timeless pieces of history from the wreckage of Titanic would be available for generations to come through Titanic's voyage to the Web3 ocean. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. As we all know, the world of metaverse is indeed changing our lives for the better. According to various reports, metaverse is expected to impact various industries in numerous ways in the coming years, with potential market opportunity estimated to be more than $1 trillion in yearly revenues. Like Mark Zuckerberg of Meta believes, metaverse has the potential to revolutionize the way we live and work. More and more countries and industries have started exploring the various aspects of this new technology impacting our lives, and the latest to join the bandwagon is the legal world. Yes, the world of virtual reality has taken a big leap forward, as recently the lawmakers in Colombia's Magdalena Administrative held a successful court hearing in Meta's Metaverse platform. The lawyers and participants related to a traffic dispute appeared as avatars in a virtual courtroom. The country is among the earliest worldwide to test real legal hearings in the metaverse. The hearing was conducted in Spanish, with the Colombian magistrate reportedly instructing participants to secure Oculus Quest 2 eyeglasses and configure their avatars in advance. However, those without access to VR headsets had the option to take part via a standard video call. The magistrate instructed participants to enter a verification code to prove their identities and ordered regular breaks during the proceedings. Well, this is not the first time a court hearing has been conducted in Meta's metaverse. Courts around the world seem to be embracing new technologies. In September, Siming District Court in Xiamen, China reportedly heard 2 cases in the metaverse. Also, the South American country passed legislation last year enabling the use of emerging technologies in judicial proceedings. Well, virtual court hearings are just one example of how metaverse could be used in the future. it has the potential to revolutionize not just the legal system but also education, entertainment, and social interactions. The successful court hearing in Colombia is a promising sign for the future of metaverse. As technology continues to advance, it is likely that we will see more and more applications of virtual reality in various